Hi, this is Wayne Blau with another smart profit maximizing well, it seems like I have turned down the volume. Let's put the volume back up. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta be careful where I stick the stand because it'll turn the volume down on my thing. Hi, let's start again. Hi, this is Wayne Blau, and it's another smart profit maximizing moment. I am the smart profit maximizing coach because I help my business owners make more money. It's simple as that. Remember, profits are all that matter. At the end of the day, sales is great. I mean, when I ask business owners, let's adjust that a minute. All right. When I ask business owners how's their year going, they always tell me, man, sales are up this and sales are up that. That's great. But at the end of the day, you didn't start your business to sell. You started your business to make a profit. Maybe. And that's important because that leads to today. What made you start your business? What was your motivation? What was your big why? I think that's important. There's a book out there, though. I think it's called The Big Why or something like that. I can get you the title if you're interested. Shoot me an email or make a comment if you're watching this live or later and let me know. But what is your personal goals? What your personal goals are, will help you, your personal goals for starting a business will affect really how you run the business and how you take care of your customers and everything. Better way to explain it. Let me give you a story. This was shortly after I started the business in my own CPA firm. So this would be early mid '90s. Okay. I had a gentleman who owned a portrait studio. Let's not call it a photography because he would get mad at me. All right, it's a portrait studio. And he wanted me to help him grow his business. So we met one week. I gave him some things to do. I met the second week. He hadn't done anything. Told him why. Let's explore. Maybe he didn't understand what I was talking about. And we did some more. Met the third week, and he still hadn't done anything. And I'm like, what's going on? You're paying me to help you, but we're not getting anything. And he looked at me and he goes, I thought I wanted to grow the business. I said, but truthfully, all I want is a business that allows me to go meet my friends once or twice a week, hang out with them, have a beer, dinner, take my wife out to a good dinner once a week, and maybe a vacation with her once a year or so. And we live pretty simple, and what you're telling me to do is a lot of work, and I can see where it would transform my business. Yeah, that's a problem with trying to coach people. You need to get them to have a reason to want to grow. His reason was, not really there. His reason for being in business was to follow in his dad's footsteps, make really beautiful portraits, but it really wasn't about making money. It was really about doing a good job and having enough to have a comfortable life where he was able to do the things he wanted to do. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. All right. The way I've run my CPA firm is very different than anybody else, and it goes back to my big why. I mean, I want to be able to pay the bills, I want to be able to have something, but my main reason for being in business was to help the people I see truthfully as the backbone of America, which is America's small business owners. I mean, there's 90 million of them, almost something like 85-90% of new jobs, depending on the definition of what is a small business. 70 to 90%, depending on who you believe, is the jobs are from small businesses. All right. I believe these are the people that have the old-fashioned American spirit. These are the guys I like dealing with, the guys and gals. And when I say guys, being an old fart who basically will slip into that. So don't shoot me too many angry emails, okay? More and more it is female. So these are the people that take the chances, that take the risk. But what I see as a problem sometimes is they don't always have that big why. My big why was I always wanted to be able to help these people, help them. And truthfully, it's come down to what we do. We file income taxes and we do it in a way that, keeps them out of trouble and pays the lowest possible. We do tax planning so they can keep more of what they make. And the only other thing we really advertise we do is profit coaching, like what we're doing today. And I'll even do it free because, I'm giving a ton of tips on these things. You need to go back and watch them and continue to watch them. We're here every day at 8:45 because these are the things I've seen small business owners make money at. This is how they've succeeded. All right. In order to figure out what your why is, I do this exercise, and think about these. These take some time. This is not something some of you will know already. All right. In our coaching group, there's a gentleman whose daughter, he'd retired. His daughter had died. I can't remember the reason. You know, I don't remember exactly why. And he's gone back into business to kind of honor her memory with, I think, the vast majority, if not all, of the profits going to a charity to help people in that same situation as his daughters. That's his big why. I mean, if he approaches you to sell what he's doing, and you know anything about his story, you're gonna buy, unless you're Scrooge, you know. I mean, if you need that thing, and even maybe if you don't need whatever he's selling, you're gonna. I think he's doing promotional products and things like that. Of course he is. I should know this. I apologize. Sometimes when you're talking, you forget things. All right, so that's his big motivation, and it changes the way he does his business. Okay, so that's what you need to go back to, especially if you've been doing business for a while. It's easy to get away from that. The real world stuff kind of pulls at you. Trying to pay the bills, trying to make payroll on Friday, trying to pay your taxes, trying to support your family. You start to forget why you went into business. And that's where I want you to start. Write down what your main motivation was for starting your business originally. What was it you were trying to do? All right. Is it to make money? Have some more time off? Make a difference in the world? There's nothing wrong with making money. Matter of fact, I hope you're making an obscene amount of money. Because the people that are my best clients that have made an obscene amount of money are the ones that actually are the most charitable I've seen. All right. Contrary to what, you know, I don't want to say greed is good because he never said that in the movie, by the way. Go back and look. All right. But there is nothing, you can't help others until you're safe. All right. It's kind of like the airline saying, put your oxygen mask on first before putting your child's on. You have to take care of yourself. And that's the same thing. So there's nothing wrong with that. How much control do you need? Do you want it all for yourself, or do you just want control over part of it? That makes a difference, okay? How much money do you need to make from this business? Put that down, all right? How much money do you want to make? There's a difference between those two. One is what you need, what's the bare minimum, and the second is, what would you like? And remember what I said, there's nothing wrong with that. How long do you expect to own the business? If I intend to sell it in 5 years, it's going to be totally different the way I run it and the systems I put in place and everything than if I'm planning on retiring and dying on the job. You know, hopefully you're somewhere in the middle there, all right? Do you plan to pass it on to your children, or is it something to sell? Again, when will this happen? That makes a big difference on how you run your business. How hard do you want to work, all right? That's seriously up to you because, sorry, I got a message that jumped right in there. Forgot to turn off the phone and the notifications. Something I'm still remembering. This is only week 2, so we're learning as we go. How hard do you want to work? It's possible now in today's world. My coach Jim, Jim Palmer, man, you need to go. Not the baseball player, if you're old enough to remember. What is he doing? The Dream Business Academy. Look that one up. You'll find him. Dream Business Coaching. Great coach. Okay, if you need one for that type, if you're really growing a larger business, and he's perfect for that. All right. If you're looking to do profits, that might be your guy. He does a great job too. He's one of the smartest people I've met. Are you open? But I forgot to finish the story. He basically has bought himself his dream yacht, floats around, works about 3 days a week. I know he works longer than that, Jim. I'm just pulling your chain. But it's by choice. It's not because he needs to, okay? Are you open to learning new skills? And do you like to learn? That makes a difference, okay? Do you care what your family, friends, and acquaintances think about you? Because sometimes, I'm learning this the hard way. You got to be a little cheesy in your marketing sometimes, all right? And a lot of times that's what works, all right? Think Geico commercials. For God's sakes, they're running a best of all the crazy, funny things they've done and having you vote for them. Because why do we remember them? Because they're a little cheesy, to be frank about it. How much support will you need from your family and friends? I know many of you will be tempted to skip a lot of these steps, but what you don't. Remember, I constantly see business owners that are sabotaging their own business because they've designed a business that does not support their big why. You're self-conscious on what you tell yourself. If you're slowly building a business that doesn't support what you believe is important, you will sabotage yourself. If I try to do my business in a way that if I try to do things or I put things together that I know are not in the best interest of my clients, I'm not going to do it. I'll give you an example. the big rage right now, and everybody's made a ton of money on, in the tax profession, and it's been this way for 15, 20 years, is refund anticipation loans for tax returns. I've gotten my license, I've signed up for it twice, never did even one, because they're a ripoff. And I was able to talk everybody I had, and that's not really my client, so I didn't have a ton, but I had enough where I could have made a few $1,000s extra, probably another $5,000, $10,000 minimum. And truthfully, if I would have marketed it, I probably could have done quite well. These guys do all right with those things. They're open 3 to 4 months a year, and they have a lease for the whole year. All right. How do you pull that off? Okay. So at the end of the day, what are your personal goals, and how will your business help you achieve them? How is your business going to help you achieve them? You got to get that big why. You got to figure out what you're in business for, and then truthfully align your business and who you're aiming to help around that big why. Your subconscious and your heart and your soul will help you get there because you're now in alignment. Now, I don't do a lot of these woo stuff because that's not me. I mean, I'm literally usually in the trenches saying, here's how you cut your taxes, here's how you increase your bottom line. But I've dealt with enough business owners to know this is what the biggest problem you're going to have to grow your business, which is mindset. Okay. Now, I don't do a ton of mindset coaching, and if it's a serious problem for you, I do have somebody to send you to that I would refer to highly. All right. But until then, really figure out what your big why is, work on it yourself, and we'll spend a little more time on, some of the mindset stuff because it is important, okay? Because it is the number one thing I see that stops business owners from growing their dream business, which is growing a very highly profitable business that supports their big why, all right? A couple things going on. Tell your friends about this, please. Send them, have them like my page. If you haven't liked the page, please do. That way you'll get notifications as when I'm on. And, we're having still a seminar this week coming up. Plus, you can shoot me an email. I'm going to be available to do a couple of half-day profit one-on-one coaching. Don't have a lot because we're heading into tax season, and I'll do more after, and we'll talk more about that. But if you need some help, just shoot me an email, and be happy to answer you, or put a comments in the site. I'll see those too. So have a great weekend. I'll be working, unfortunately. It's getting towards that time. And let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.